Hey everyone, this is Mike Mello. I'm a realtor at Preferred Real Estate Brokers.
And I'm Jose Fleming. I'm the broker here.
Today what we're going to do is talk about picking a broker to work for, whether you're a new agent looking for your first broker or you're an experienced agent working for a broker and thinking what other options are out there. So to start off, what I want to do is ask Jose a question. What are some of the common misconceptions, especially with new agents, on interviewing with brokers?
A lot of times, people that come from corporate world or just a regular job kind of situation, they always think when they come to work for a real estate brokerage, they're coming in for an interview. When in most cases, you have to remember you're an independent contractor. This is a business that you're starting. And what you're doing is when you're interviewing at a brokerage, you're actually looking for a broker to partner up with. So in most cases, you have to remember, you're not really being interviewed. You're actually doing the interview to find a partner in business, which will be your next broker.
Great. So how about existing agents? What are some of the misconceptions that they may have about switching brokers?
A lot of the experienced agents or agents that have been in the business at least the 2 years or plus, what happens is a lot of times they've established themselves with a real estate brokerage. They're thinking of moving, or they think they have more earning potential somewhere else. But the thing is, they're apprehensive to change, and they feel that there's a lot of costs associated with moving their license. They've got to change signs and marketing materials and all that stuff. When in the reality, it kind of puts them in a state of paralysis, thinking about the money that they may be losing by switching, when in reality, if you take a typical franchise fee, which is maybe like 5%, within the first 8 or 10 transactions, that agent's going to pay back their lost cost. And from there on out, they don't have to worry about these fees that they're going to be making on the back end by switching a brokerage. Like, we don't charge a franchise fee, as an example.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that if there's agents that are concerned about the cost of changing their marketing materials and stuff like that, if they are concerned about costs, the right move may actually be to move brokerages, because they can actually, within a few months, actually be saving money month over month over month.
It's true. A lot of agents tend to look at things in the short term rather than long term. But yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying.
Well, being that we determined that the agents are the ones that are actually the interviewers, what are some of the things that they should bring up in the interview with the broker?
Well, a lot of times they want to make sure that the broker is going to offer them enough support, that they're going to be there for one-on-one support, or the broker's around to answer their questions, or if they get into a jam, the broker's there to answer them right away, or contact another broker or a customer to resolve the issue. That's always a big one. On top of that too, agent synergy within the office. An agent wants to feel welcomed. They want to know that there's agents around that are actually interested in seeing them grow their business or have some sort of success. Technology is huge. You want to make sure that you're with a broker who stays ahead of the curve, and they're always looking for the new advancement in technology, and they're giving you the tools so you can grow your business. And on top of that, admin support, transaction coordinator. For example, we offer a use of a transaction coordinator to our agents, which is extremely helpful. And last but not least, fee structure, commission schedule. What's the cost of sale? A lot of agents have to pay close attention to what their commission split is, if there are monthly fees, franchise fees, all these other additional costs of doing business.
Great. So those are 5 of the things that are probably the most important things when deciding what brokerage to choose. But what do you find that maybe some people think are important that's really not important as far as picking a brokerage?
One big misconception for an agent is they want to feel that they're in a place that's very noticeable, or, oh, I'm going to work at this brokerage because they're located right in the shopping center and so many people pass it every day. When in reality, one in 1,000 people may walk into the real estate office saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a realtor to help me buy or sell a home." Most of the time, they're going to find their agent online or from a referral source or somebody they know, or the agent's actually going to be doing their job by prospecting, and they're going to actually call that homeowner or that buyer to start doing business with them.
Yeah, that's true. I know I get about 90% of my business from online marketing. The other 10% for meeting people in real life through sites like meetup.com. So that's definitely true. I'm only in the office for trainings and things like that. So definitely location is something that isn't as important as the other five things that we talked about.
Absolutely.
So now that we've talked about some of the important things to ask and also what the misconceptions are and what isn't important, let's talk about for all those people out there that are living in the Central Florida area, living close to where preferred real estate brokers are, why preferred real estate brokers is a great choice for them. So let's start off though by talking about the broker. I mean, what makes you, the broker here, different from other agencies?
Well, I try to remember that I'm here to service the agent. The agent is my customer. A lot of brokers will be out actually helping their own buyers and helping sellers and listing properties rather than managing and running a brokerage. So in my opinion, if you have a brokerage and you're running a business, your time and efforts have to be dedicated to the agent and helping their business grow, not particularly my own real estate business.
That's true. I mean, I remember the last company that I was with, there was a broker name on the door, and I never actually met that broker, even though I was there for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to actually have someone on site that's not a competitor from you. So,
Absolutely.
How about teamwork? How's the teamwork here at Preferred?
Well, agents here, for the most part, agents here are genuinely interested in helping other agents that are coming on board, whether they're experienced or brand new inexperienced agents. Everyone has a willingness to share and has a genuine concern in growing each other's business in any way possible.
Yeah.
So usually because I'm here and I kind of I do it myself and help agents whenever I possibly can. It tends to spread to the other agents here, and they're always willing to help lending a helping hand.
Yeah, and I know one of the good things that you do here is you have some of the agents that do well in specific niches. You have them come and actually talk to the other realtors, maybe do a class where there's questions and answer sessions, and they're really open to giving everyone exactly what they do that makes them successful. So.
Absolutely. And what the good thing is, what I appreciate is the agents actually come to me and they say, hey, Jose, can I give a class? Or hey, can I tell the agents how I'm using this technology or what I'm doing to get business? And I love that. And I encourage it. And I'm always willing to give the agent opportunity to help the other agents in the office that way.
Perfect. Sounds good. So a couple of the other things are the administrative support and also the technology.
Mm-hmm.
So why choose Preferred in these two categories?
Well, I've worked for a lot of brokerages in the past, and I have known that they've always been like, well, we have technology and so on and so forth. But I knew that it was like, oh, great, anybody can have a website, but why have a website if you're not going to have traffic coming to your website, or the technology you have isn't procuring you new buyers and sellers? So I believe that if you have technology, it has to be functional and it has to be user-friendly so agents could come in and start using it right away, and they don't have to get a whole separate degree just to learn how to run their own website or get new buyer and seller leads using the technology. So mine's very user-friendly. It's available for the agents, and I also provide a transaction coordinator that we have that helps them leverage their time and making sure a transaction will follow all the way its way all the way through closing.
Sounds good. I know the technology can be overwhelming for a new agent.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came here, I remember using conversion. And a big thing with real estate is squeeze pages or landing pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I never knew what to do as far as getting that done. And literally took me about 5 minutes to learn how to do a landing page. And I had it up on my Facebook page within like 10 minutes, and very, very easy to do. So the technology here is definitely advanced compared to some of the other brokers out there.
Yeah, just a few clicks of a button, you'll have a functioning landing page with video and lead resources. When a lot of times agents would need to hire a web developer or somebody like that, pay anywhere from $80 to $150 per landing page it's created to help promote their business. So it really does come in helpful with their business.
Great. So now let's go to what some consider the most important thing, the fee structure.
Mm-hmm.
So what differs Preferred from other agencies out there about the fee structure here?
Well, with a lot of brokerages, they're kind of set and focused on one way of doing business. It's a one-size-fits-all kind of situation, whether you're an experienced agent and you've been in the business 10 years or you're a brand new agent just coming out of real estate school. Everyone gets the same commission structure. Everyone's usually treated the same way as far as the commission plan and cost of sale is concerned. What I do here is I know every agent is in a different place in their life and their business. So I have 3 different programs which are situated to cater to those individuals and where they're at in their business.
That's really innovative. I've not seen any other company out there do that. So talking about the 3 different programs, let's say I'm a brand new agent, just got my license, need quite a bit of support, what sort of programs do you have for them here?
Usually for an introductory program for a new agent, I know it's very costly to get into the business.
Hmm.
Just joining the board of realtors and paying your MLS dues just to start is pretty overwhelming at some times. But also for new agents, there's a lot of other fees and costs associated with it. When going to a brokerage, you need to know, what costs, what monthly fees, and printing, and resources you're using. A lot of places will nickel and dime an agent. What I do with my program is I pretty much roll out the red carpet and I provide every resource that the agent's going to need in order to start working right away. So I provide them a transaction coordinator free of charge for all of their files. I give them their website through conversion. I also give them a home search app for their customers, which is linked to their website and their CRM. I also provide them a free open house kit for whenever they do open houses. I give them their business cards, their name tag, sign installation and removal for listings, and dialer systems. So I pretty much give them
That's a
everything
lot.
that they need, and there's no monthly fee, no franchise fee, and I start them at a pretty competitive split.
So no monthly fee, no fee to sign up,
That's right.
and you give them all these benefits. That split must be pretty significant. So what sort of split do you have with them?
It's a significant split, but more in the agent's favor. So it's 80% for the agent, 20% for the brokerage.
Okay, so let's say that we have an agent who was working at one of the bigger franchises and they've been there for a year or two and they don't need that much support, but they need a little bit of support.
Mhm.
What sort of programs do you have for them?
For an agent that's right in the middle, they've made it past their first 24 months. Maybe they've been 3 or 4 years in the business. They're closing an average of 1 or 2 deals every month consistently. They don't need a lot of support because they've gotten through that already. This one I offer a competitive split. I just charge a monthly fee in this situation. It's a little bit higher than the first program, but they just have to pay $39 a month. I still give them the technology. They still have use of a transaction coordinator if they'd like to use one, but it's still considerably less than it would cost in the real world. In the real world, an agent would pay $300 to a transaction coordinator
Mhm.
per closed file. In this plan, they only have to pay $150 for the transaction coordinator, and they still have use of all the technology and all the support that any other agent would receive here.
Sounds very fair.
Yeah.
So let's say that I am an agent. I've been in the business for 5 to 10 years. I know all the ins and outs. I've dealt with a lot of different contracts.
Mhm.
I figured out how to fix these things. So I don't need that much support, if any support at all. What sort of program do you have for them?
Sure. Whenever an agent comes to work here, I always find some way that I can offer them value or some way I can help them grow their business. But what you're referring to is like a lone wolf agent, somebody
Mhm.
that's been in the business for a while. They've got everything figured out. They have their systems. They have their sphere of influence. They're getting all their business from their pipeline. They're pretty much good on their own. All they want to know is how can they maximize their profit or their transactions, the money they receive from each transaction. So I do have a 100% program set up for these agents. They still have access to our technology and they still have access to all the support that all the other agents have as well.
So that's really, really good. So,
Yep.
so we have three different programs
That's
here,
right.
depending on where a realtor is at. So, if any of you are interested in scheduling a confidential interview with Jose,
Mhm.
all you have to do is send us an email or give us a phone call on the number that you see on the screen, and we'll be able to schedule that for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you.